What it do, flight crew? FTC. Flight team stand up! Why you lie? It's July. Cause it ain't June. If you ever hated the Warriors, you never understood this. This is for all you Warriors haters out there. Let's check it out.
A lot of people used to have the misconception that the Golden State Warriors cheated or that they got lucky somehow with that crazy dynasty they built. Like, people look at Steph, KD, Klay Thompson, DeMarcus Cousins, Draymond, all the stars they had and all the attention they received, and it's like they forget or they don't even know the half of what it took to put all that success together.
Exactly.
Something I learned in life. A lot of times when somebody's successful at anything, we tend to idolize the finished product, like what we see, the success, the glamour. We idolize that, but we never look at and appreciate the little squares that it actually took to complete that puzzle and put it all together. Like we never appreciate the grind. Take this video for example. You'll probably watch this video, the 10, 15 minutes, however long it is, literally hear me ask for the like and just blink at the screen. You know why? You didn't sit there for an hour making and typing this script, 2 more hours recording, 6, 7 plus hours actually editing the video to put it all together. You didn't sit there to do that, so you're not going to appreciate that. If you didn't get that segue, make sure you guys like the damn video. But that's what we do with professionals or anybody that makes stuff look so easy. We don't really appreciate what it took. When Joe Lacob purchased the Warriors in 2010, they were only worth $450 million.
Wow.
Yes, I say only because for a team, that's relatively cheap. At the time, Golden State had just went 26 and 56.
Curry with the waves, man.
Nikes. And Golden State was honestly a laughingstock at that point. When you look at Steph now, I mean, he's obviously a dog. I mean, he's a superstar. He got flight trade.
Yo!
And for that reason,
This flight.
he's the highest paid player in the league.
That's right. Look at
But
Curry,
his career
man.
started nowhere near like it is now, and that was actually perfect for Golden State long term. Steph used to battle ankle injuries, and I mean bad ankle injuries.
real.
In 2011, he only played 26 games because, I mean, his ankles were just going crazy.
Bro, that's
At the
crazy. I
time, it
think
looked-
2011, let me backtrack it. 2011? No. Okay, I thought I was about to say, because I thought that, because, like, Steph Curry came into the NBA. He was a rookie when I played basketball on the basketball team back in 9th grade. I just didn't have the cameras on during the time. Well, I actually did. I just got to recover to find the footage. If I can find footage, man, probably going to be quick, easy, real quick million views. It's going to be some exclusive content because it shows my ankle injury and all that at the end of my basketball career. Yeah, when I find it, break the internet, you know what I'm saying? But check me out, man. It was 2011, so I think it was in 11th grade.
Looked a little bad, but it was actually a big blessing in disguise. This gave Golden State a lot of leverage when it came to breaking that bread. Instead of Steph getting, a massive contract that would set the team back and not allow him to get other players and all that, they got a friendly long-term deal that set them up perfect for that rebuild. In 2011, they picked up Klay Thompson. Easily one of the best shooters ever, a perennial all-star, and a top 5 two-way player. In 2012, they had a huge draft, and I mean, they really didn't miss on not one of their picks. Harrison Barnes, I mean, he was never really anything too special for Golden State,
He was trash
mainly
to
because
me.
of the lack of touches and all that. But if you look at the rest of that
I'll
first
drop Harrison
round
Barnes off
after
one
Harrison
bro.
Barnes,
He's not that talented.
Golden State avoided a lot of first-round busts, and I mean a lot of them, so that was the best pickup. Also, in that second round, Golden State picked up Festus Ezeli, nothing too special, and they took a chance on an undersized, almost positionless player named Draymond Green, and he really wasn't anything too special. To me, I mean, he was just so unorthodox. You just didn't know what the hell you were getting and how he was going to fit in with your team. In his scouting report on NBADraft.net, they called this man, quote, a low-risk, low-reward player. Now, I'm not saying Draymond's Karl Malone, but his resume has proven this to be a tad bit off. I mean, love him or hate him. And I mean, he has given you a lot of reasons to hate him and a lot of reasons to love him if you're a Golden State fan. Draymond has been the glue of what they built their identity from, defense. Yes, they had the cute plays, the splash plays, the threes and all that, but never forget how they initially took over the league. It was their suffocating defense led by the most versatile player of the decade. Say what you want. So for the year of 2012, they absolutely nailed the draft and they pulled off an extremely successful trade. Andrew Bogut had just led the league in blocks. Draymond Green was like the interior captain. And the following year, they landed another big trade. Golden State pretty much stole Andre Iguodala from Denver, and they turned him into the perfect all-purpose player. Like, he hit big shots when he had to.
Defense
he came on the bench when he had to. He bothered the opposition's best wing player with his long-ass Mr. Incredible arms. He was perfect for the small ball death lineup. Like, he fit perfect with Golden State. Then, the following season, Golden State got Sean Livingston and gave him a rebirth to his career.
Facts, yo.
Before he came to Golden State, he had been on 9 different teams in 9 years.
Damn.
I mean, he was a complete journeyman, and we all know about his injury.
Yeah.
Golden State basically used him as a mismatch for almost every small point guard defensively.
I'm still waiting. I don't know if anybody does, but I really actually want to see a video, because those types of videos where they be like, what would have happened if this player never got injured or type shit. Like, they need to do something with Sean Livingston. Because if you know who Sean Livingston is, like, if you know them 05, 06 with the Clippers, bro, I low-key feel like he could have been a superstar point guard, bro. He had the height and everything. He just too thin, you know what I'm saying? He just had to get in the weight room and add like 20, 30 pounds, you know? But
and basically an automatic 6 to 8 points a night with that annoying-ass turnaround jump shot for 5 seasons.
Yeah.
If you're a Cleveland fan, you definitely know what I'm talking about. All these perfect moves, it laid the foundation for players like KD and DeMarcus to even want to come to Golden State. And with all these moves, this brings me directly into the 2 most underrated pieces to the Golden State perfection. First, Mark Jackson. Yes, if you watch him on TV and you hear that mama, there goes that man, I mean, that stuff get annoying, I get that. And yes, he's still jobless, but his coaching resume would show you absolutely no legitimate reason why. He had 1 losing season in a lockout year with Steph only playing 26 games. Other than that, he completely changed their culture.
yeah.
He basically instilled that toughness, that grit. He was relatable to the players, and he really emphasized the importance of defense. And the results, stats, all that stuff, I mean, it shows it. His first year there, this is how they looked on defense. His second year there, this is how they looked. His last year there, you can see the steady improvement.
Wow.
If you look at their first championship in 2015, they dominated the NBA defensively in almost every statistical category. Even Steve Kerr would admit, bro, that started with Mark Jackson. And the second underrated piece to the Warriors dynasty, Jerry West. Bro, everything Jerry West touched as a president basically became gold everywhere he went.
I didn't even know Jerry West had any responsibility in the NBA.
He said the Warriors all coming out to the Hamptons, showing their support. That's basically what got him there. But the final phone call with Jerry West, that's basically what sealed the deal. That's how strong this man's voice is. And the crazy thing is, that's not even the biggest thing he did for Golden State. What Jerry did in 2014, this is what saved their dynasty. Back then, and I hate to say back then like it was a long ass time ago, but it seemed like it was. Back then, the NBA was played a bit more inside out as opposed to the crazy threes and all that it is today.
Yeah, facts.
And Golden State, they obviously had the deadliest shooting backcourt even back then. But at that time, shot crazy backcourts, that wasn't known to win championships. This is when the star guard and the star big, that was kind of still a thing. So the Warriors had no problem shopping Klay Thompson and really finding that fit that matched the prototypical style. Kevin Love, who was dominating the league at the time, putting up nasty numbers, 30 rebounds, 30 points, all this stuff. He was offered to Golden State for Klay Thompson, and they really flirted with it. But the GOAT logo himself, he stepped in and actually threatened to quit if this trade went through. At the time, this was an extremely unpopular stance, but that's how much faith he had in something that was nowhere near proven. And now, looking back on it, I would definitely say he made the right decision. When you look at the Warriors franchise in 2020, remember I told you they were worth $450 million 10 years ago? Well, now they're 10 times that. Not only did they win, and dominate a half decade. They actually built a culture that everybody respects now. Even with KD leaving, look at how he left. He was willing to agree to a sign and trade so Golden State wouldn't be left high and dry. That trade that they got, D'Angelo Russell, bro, that helped them out. That gave them trade bait to make another trade more realistic to their play style, and now they're set up perfect for the future.
Nah, man, they're gonna get Anthony Edwards, bro. They have to get Anthony Edwards, bro. The James Wiseman dude is cool, but Anthony Edwards is another Tracy McGrady. You know what I'm saying? If I was them, I get Anthony Edwards, dude, then trade Wiggins for like a casual, maybe potential all-star if he's that much worthy for a big man. That's the right thing to do. If I was the president, whatever, so-called this and that coordinator,
have two of the top 20 players
because
in the
big men honestly take longer to develop than guards most of the
league
time.
still, and at least 4 of the top 50 players in the league. So, and a possible draft pick. So, like, man, bro, they're set up perfect. You can hate this team or love them, man, but you can't take away from how they built this thing from the ground up because, bro, it was very, very strategic and very impressive. If you guys like the video and leave good comments, this will be like a little series on this channel. Like, next video is going to be about OKC.
Hey, man, that's gonna cap it off, man. As usual, man. Coming up with FlightReacts next, man, on the road to 3 million.